Hello, my name's Incarnate and today we're doing a review of the game Plantera. As with all my reviews, I rate games out of 4 factors. They are gameplay, graphics, replayability, and value for money. Plantera is what you class as a cow clicker. A cow clicker game is a game where you continually click on the screen in order to earn experience and money. You use that money to get more buildings and structures, or in the case of this game you plant crops which earn you more money and more experience, and you can then use that money and experience to plant more crops and so on and so forth until end game. So let's get into the game and I'll show you a little bit about how it works. When you start the game you have this character here. You click on items on the screen such as these butterflies which give you money, which you can then use in this menu here to plant crops. Once you plant the crops, your character will passively harvest those crops as they become available, and you will earn experience and money. Experience is represented in the bottom left hand corner by this bar here, and money is represented to the right of that by this coin here. When you have enough experience and enough coins, more crops will become available for you to plant, and they in turn will allow you to earn more money and more experience and so on until you can plant all of the crops in the game. In addition to this, there are also animals which will come in the form of birds or gophers or foxes which will try and steal your crops, and you get rid of those guys by clicking on them with your mouse. And as far as gameplay goes, that's about it. Graphics wise, this game's graphics are very simple, but that's really where the strength is. This game is obviously marketed for children. The graphics are simple, but the colours are warm and inviting, and the cartoony characters are very appealing to children. And that's really what you want in a kids game. The visuals are nice, and kids are going to enjoy this, this color scheme and the simple nature of the game. As far as replayability goes, this game for children really is endlessly replayable. The main draw for kids is obviously to earn the money and the experience in order to unlock the additional crops that you can grow. And once they get the hang of these simplistic controls, the game is actually fairly simple. Finally, there is value for money. So this game I've seen on sale on Steam for about $2, which for a game of this type I think is reasonable. If you want a game for children and you want something that's simple and easy for them to pick up, this game is really perfect. And really there isn't a lot of games on Steam which are geared towards children that are nice and simple and have a small learning curve that they can pick up fairly quickly. Now there are a couple of problems with the game that I've noticed. The first one you would have noticed a little bit earlier, and that's the sound. The sound is quite loud, especially the level up sound, which you'll hear in a few moments. Now, the main other problem is that you can't adjust the sound in game. You can turn the sound off as well as the music, but you can't actually change the volume level. And that's really a problem, because the default volume of this game, I feel, is far too loud. Now, the other problem with this game is that there isn't any sort of tutorial. Now, I know that this game's graphics and gameplay are fairly simplistic and kids are going to be able to pick them up fast, but given that the fact this game is marketed towards kids, they probably should have had a very simple 2-minute tutorial with subjects like, this is where the planting menu is, these are the animals that will come in and try and steal your crops, you need to click on these particular animals in order to earn money, and so on and so forth. that being said, it's not a big deal, and really, kids are probably going to pick up how to play this game in probably about 5 or 10 minutes. So that's really only a minor gripe. So as far as the score goes for this game, I would give it a 7 out of 10. And the reason why I give it a 7 out of 10 is mainly because there just simply aren't many of these sort of games for kids. And on Steam, there really aren't a lot of easy, simple kids games. I know, I've looked. So the other thing too is the graphics are very, very warm, inviting. The color scheme is perfect for kids. It draws them in, and I think that as far as that goes, it's been very well made for its target audience. So that's it for the game. I'll probably return next week with some more obscure games, hopefully. And if you liked this series, please subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Skill Incarnate out.